Hey guys, I just wanted to do my reaction video to Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 13, Blackjack. The last episode, it was just a disclaimer. The reason why I'm probably doing these reactions shirtless is because of the fact that, because of the AC temperatures in my room, how the central AC set up in my home, that basically it turns on based on the temperatures out in the hallway rather than in individual rooms, so it tends to be like sauna in here. Sidebar. Anyway, last episode, it was centered around June and Al, who basically, because they were trying to go and get, I guess, like food or gas, because the SWAT truck was low on gas. Someone ended up stealing the truck, and Al was hell bent on getting it back. To the point where she convinced June that all the medicine that would help her with her, I guess low blood sugar and whatnot, were in the SWAT truck. She eventually confronted and almost killed the man who stole it, named Quinn, to get it back. And it turns out that, or at least she couldn't get it back because it was completely out of gas. And it turns out that none of the medications were in the truck. Al was just hell bent on getting the truck back because it had the videos in it from all the people she did interviews with about before and after the zombie apocalypse. And, June thought, oh, that was kind of a superficial reason, but she also mentioned that she had videos of close loved ones who she interviewed before during the apocalypse, and that she felt like if she lost the SWAT truck, she lost the tapes, and she had no way of getting it back. Even though, June found another bus where she had antibiotics for Al, but in any case, they ended up reuniting with Morgan, who was joined up with Sarah, her brother, and Jim, the alcohol brewer. And then, Quinn, who, is being more apologetic and tried to meet up with, you know, every with the main cast. He ended up being killed off and manipulated into going to a mile marker that he thought was close to them, but wasn't. Killed by this mysterious woman who's going around turning people into zombies and writing, take what you need, leave what you don't. And she's only been in a couple episodes. We don't know what her end game is, but maybe some questions will be answered in this episode or maybe in later episodes. I got a feeling it might be a more character centric episode for a couple of characters more than others.
Quinn?
That's Quinn. It's a genuine article.
What does that mean? Who is this?
Golly, so many questions. Here's the answer. I let him
Become what he was meant to be.
The road. You will buy one of the boxes.
Is that you, Morgan?
How'd you know my name?
I know a lot about you, Morgan.
Bitch has my van. She's the thief.
What do you want?
You shouldn't be leaving those by the side of the road.
Those boxes, they make people weak. And you're not weak, Morgan. At least you didn't used to be.
John!
Shit.
Damn paths are taking all the fear out of them.
You think she'd be full by now? Well, looks like you and I are still roomies.
If they're giving help or if they're in need of help, she is hurting them. So we're gonna find John and Alicia and Charlie and Strand and the guy who used to own this truck. Okay?
Polar bear.
The man name is Polar Bear.
We don't even know if he's still alive. Oh, he's still alive. Yeah. We wouldn't have stolen his truck if he couldn't take care of himself.
Quinn looked like someone who could have taken care of himself, too. We got...
Doesn't matter.
No. We agreed to come with you. We deserve to know. That's twice today I agree with him.
I've got some things I gotta make up for. You know, same as anybody else here. Okay? Now we should...
Truck?
That's right.
Man, do you know how to handle 80,000 pounds of metal at 80 miles an hour?
I do. Not any harder than my van. I want to talk to the guy that set all this up.
Listen, if you think that you can just come in here... Okay.
We going with you, bro.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Lady, it's nice that you want to try, that you think you can, but you can't. The car's the only thing keeping me together.
No, there's gotta be something I can do.
Want to lose him like she did Nick.
I drink to forget.
Forget what?
That I don't have anyone to drink with anymore. You've got things to look forward to over there. I only have things to look back on.
That's not true. You do have someone to share a drink with. We're just not gonna have it here. Well, that's a pickle.
Damn
You
right.
think?
It's okay. Shell's made of fiberglass, pretty strong.
Oh, that's bad.
And those two walkers won't occupy that thing for long. It didn't work. It was never gonna work. I only bought into your bullshit because I felt sorry for you, but I'm not gonna die for you. Fire your gun and let's swim back, now!
We can make it. We could make it.
You can't. I'm going. I'm gonna live, if only for a little longer.
Yeah, I guess you really can't change the man. I guess you really can't change the man that easily. And he was always the biggest pragmatist in this series.
And I couldn't do anything to make him feel better in his last moment. How was I gonna let that happen again?
Can I give you something too? Couple of notebooks in the back. Places where I left supplies. Things that'll help when you, well, you read about it.
Your job. That took you away from everyone you cared about. What was it?
I drove trucks.
He owned the truck that Sarah and those guys stole. Significance to the black he got from June? It was something probably that. Just leave me. If there's a significance to this, just leave me your thoughts in the comments down below. Just constructive criticism. Don't be mean about it.
Hello?
What are you doing? We don't know who left it there. There could be a trap.
Hello, we're here.
Morgan?
Alicia? Hey, where are you? You all right?
We're by mile marker 84. We found this box.
You think you're out there on your own?
You think what you're doing is the right thing, that it's the only thing. But it's not. Come on. Hey, what you doing?
Oh shit just got real.
I told you.
I'm making you strong.
You lose people.
You lose yourself.
Get down. Everybody get down!
Morgan. Morgan.
So there's a couple of plot points in this episode that I thought were interesting observations. Strand, naturally, after losing the stadium and Madison, as the person who's kind of rallying everybody together, especially since they were forming their own settlement instead of, Madison being, domineering and throwing her weight around, and the settlement that already been established. Excuse me. That he naturally spent like the back half of the season like going back to trying to drink and live his life in like indulgence and luxury because that's what he's known before the apocalypse, and it gives him a sense of familiarity. And what he told John Dury is like he drinks to forget. He drinks to forget that he doesn't have anybody to drink with, and John Dory trying to be the optimist, saying they can get across the river, using the building a raft, but also kind of brilliantly taking the car horn out of the SUV and using the battery to power the horn to distract the walkers that are getting across, and presumably having the crocodile take care of them as they got across, but of course it wasn't a silver bullet. The battery died, and Strand, being the pragmatist that he was, I mean, granted he was being borderline selfish, but he was, he's always been like one of the bigger pragmatists in this series, and he told them like, it's not worth it. Just fire a gun is a distraction. Let's just swim back. Again, I don't know the significance of carrying that black licorice. If it has anything to do with June. I don't remember if that was mentioned as like a souvenir or something in their like flashback episode in the earlier half of the season. If it was, let me know in the comments down below. I'm pleasantly surprised that we didn't have to wait as long in the back half of the season to have the whole cast reunite. Apparently they're going to reunite like before the season's out. With Luciana realizing, she doesn't want to, meeting this guy, and she doesn't want to, watch him die and lose him the same way that she lost Nick. and finding out what job did you have before to alienate yourself. Like apparently he was. I'm feeling. I feel like it's safe to assume that he was the truck driver that Sarah and the others stole their trucks and stuff from. Um, 'Cause it can't be just a coincidence. So it's like you have Morgan and June and everybody trying to find this guy. Luciana eventually gives this guy she was trying to save her a beer as his last wishes. You meet up with Morgan again, and then of course you have this you know you have Charlie and Allison. Sorry, Alicia getting in contact with the rest of the group. It was like, oh great, they're gonna get back together sooner than I expected. But then of course you have this mysterious woman who's kind of like manipulating events in the back half and saying is like you're weak for helping people, like only the strong you like by and saying like you're only stronger being a survivalist, and yet she's turning people into zombies for some kind of unknown purposes. So I don't know. It just feels like I don't know enough about her to. I kind of wish they were. I mean, it looks like from the previews for next week we're gonna get her backstory and reveal like the method to her madness, because so far it just seems like her motives don't seem to like make a lot of sense. It's I don't know. It kind of has vibes of the Flash season 4 with DeVoe, in which that we had to wait like so long, like we had to wait like 20 episodes out of 23 of that show to figure out what the main villain's mo was a mo and Endgame was supposed to be, as opposed to this one where it's like we had the benefit of having it be a shorter season under 20 episodes, but we're trying to. I'm still trying to like wrap your head around it. I'm just trying to wrap my head around, what her motives are, what her ultimate plans are. But luckily, it's like she was introduced late in the season, and we don't have to wait too long to figure it out. Considering the 3 more episodes left before season 4 wraps up, and we go into like Walking Dead season 9. So hopefully that will clear some things up, so it's not as like a long, dragged out thing. But anyway, guys, like, what do you think of the episode? What do you think the woman's motives are? How do you think it's going to tie into what are your predictions for Fear the Walking Dead? Do you feel like, how is it going to connect back to The Walking Dead somehow, lead to another set the seeds for another crossover? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care.